So lately I've been thinking a lot about Key West, and specifically Garbo's Grill. It's one of my favorite places to eat when I'm there. And they make the best Korean barbecue taco. So I can't make it to Key West right now, but I thought maybe we'd make it here at home. So let's see how it turns out. Let's get cooking. In this recipe, we are going to use a boneless short rib. And the first step is to trim off any excess fat. There isn't a whole lot, and you don't want to get rid of all the fat. But if there's any larger fat pieces like that, take them off. And then we are just going to take this and we're going to slice it rather thin, not paper thin, but thin enough. We're going to then marinate it in a sauce that will both marinate in and reduce down to put on our tacos. And once you're done, take them, cut them maybe in half again, just to get a good sized piece that's not too large. If you have any excess fat like this, take it out. Once you have everything sliced, we're going to take these and put them into a gallon size Ziploc plastic bag. And then we'll add our marinade in a moment. So now we're going to make our marinade for the tacos. So we're going to start with a soy sauce. You can add this to a blender. I'm using a food processor here. I'm also using a low sodium soy sauce because I like to be able to control the amount of salt in the dish in the end, but you can use a regular soy sauce. This is mirin, which is an Asian sweet rice wine vinegar. Brown sugar, you can use regular brown sugar or a dark brown sugar. This is sesame oil, and then some scallions, some cloves of garlic, and this is ginger. And then we're going to pulse this until it is not completely smooth, but relatively smooth. So now we're going to take our marinade and we're going to take about half of this and put it into our bag. And then the other half we're going to put into a saucepan and reduce on the stovetop for a while. And with the marinade in the container, seal it. Take out as much air as you can. So we're going to work this marinade into the short rib that we sliced earlier. And then we are going to put this in the refrigerator and let it sit for approximately 6 up to 24 hours just to get it to work the flavor into the meat. And then we'll continue with making our tacos. So we're going to take the other half of the marinade and we are going to make a sauce for on the finished tacos. So we're going to put this over a medium heat and we're going to cook it until it's reduced, probably about by half at least, till it really thickens up. And that will take about 20 minutes. This is going to be the topping for the tacos. It's a slaw, and we're going to start with some Napa cabbage, and we're going to slice this, just a rough chop on it. And we want to get about 3 cups of the cabbage. We're going to combine all of our ingredients for our slaw. So we're going to take our Napa cabbage that we sliced, some carrot sticks, radish, or you can use daikon sticks, and green onions that have been sliced. Make a really colorful topping for the tacos. And we're going to just combine it all together, and then we'll add our dressing that we're going to make right before serving so that it stays crisp. So we've let this reduce for a couple minutes, about 20 I would say, and it's thickened up, gotten a lot darker. We might want to go another minute or two just to get it a little bit thicker. But once this is done, you'll take it off the heat and set it aside. We're going to make our dressing for the slaw right now. We're going to use a little bit of soy sauce, some mirin again, the juice of 2 limes, a little dash of sriracha. Just depends upon how spicy you want it. And then a little bit of olive oil. You'll whisk that all together, just enough to get it combined. And then you will pour this over the prepared cabbage that we did earlier. And we'll toss it all together. And then we're gonna move on to finishing up our taco meat. Now we're gonna cook our meat for the tacos. So we're gonna remove it from the marinade, heat a griddle to a high temperature. You want to put the meat onto it in a single layer. And then you're gonna cook it on each side for no more than 2 to 3 minutes. It's really just a flash cook this. You wanna caramelize the taco marinade on it, and then get the meat just cooked enough so it stays tender. And then you will put this into your taco shells. It's time to assemble the tacos. So we're gonna take our slaw that we made, and it has the dressing on it now. And we're gonna put that in the bottom of our tortillas. I have some very fresh tortillas I just picked up from a Mexican grocer near my house. But if yours are not as fresh as these, you might wanna heat them just a little bit on a griddle. And then we're gonna put in our beef that we just flash seared on our cooktop. It smells delicious. Then we're going to do a little bit of the thickened marinade that we just had cooked earlier, and just a little bit on it. You don't want too much because you don't want it to become too messy. A little hint of sriracha. If you're not like a lot of heat, then you can skip this portion of it, but I'm just going to do a few little drops on here just to give a little additional heat. And now we have our tacos. If you're enjoying Fork and Wonder, which is a great site for food and travel, subscribe now.